Hi guys, this is Maleki's Calabar Kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a delicious bitter leaf soup with water leaf. In order to make this, I have my bitter leaf from Houston. I know you're surprised. Yes, we have all of these things in Houston. This is mackerel. They call it Titus in Nigeria. I'm going to be using that. I will also be using goat meat. I have my tribe, which is beef tribe. Okay. I also have my habanero pepper. I have the red fresh pepper. I also have my onions. I have my palm oil. I have my blended pepper. Okay. I also have my seasoning cubes. I have my salt, and I have my water leaf. See, we have everything in Houston. That's why I love Houston so much. Okay, so stay tuned. How could I forget my crayfish? Guys, you always want to put your crayfish in your soup at all times. So now I'm going to pour my meat in the pot. I am adding some salt to it at this point, and then after that I proceeded to add my seasoning cubes. So based on the quantity of the soup I'm going to be cooking, I am adding 3 seasoning cubes to this bitter leaf and water leaf soup. So this Maggi cube, it was basically really tough, as you can see, but I was able to break it in. Alright, so once I add my seasoning cubes, I'm going to proceed to add my onions to the pot, and this is just to season the meat and make sure that it comes out tasting really good. So after adding the onions, I am going to proceed to go ahead and add my pepper at this point. And this is the red and orange habanero pepper that I blended. So I added just enough, and then I proceeded to stir it, continue to stir it and make sure that everything blends in prior to covering it up and then cooking it. So after the meat is done, I'm checking it. By the way, I did check it a couple of times. This is like the last time I'm checking it once it's, about 90% done. So I'm adding the mackerel fish. I am going to mix it up, stir it, and make sure that it is all, it's all distributed evenly in the pot. And then I'm going to cover it one more time and let it cook. And this is to allow the fish to be completely done. So I will be right back. Okay, so at this point I'm checking my meat. My meat is done, as well as my fish. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is add my water leaf to my pot of soup. Now you want to make sure that you're putting the right quantity of water leaf depending on the quantity of soup that you're cooking. This was a small quantity that I made, so I just put the water leaf as needed. Okay, so once I add my water leaf, I'm going to go ahead and add my blended crayfish to my pot of soup. Okay, once I add my blended crayfish, then I proceed to stir it and make sure that everything is well mixed together. Okay, keep stirring, and then after stirring it, what I did was I added palm oil to it. Now I could have chosen to add the palm oil before the crayfish, I do it either way, but in this case I just decided to do it after I must have already added the crayfish. So put a generous amount of oil and then cover it and allow it to cook. Okay, and then check on your cooking afterwards. All right, you see how beautiful that looks. I am adding 2 more seasoning cubes. The reason why I'm adding 2 more seasoning cubes is because I had already added some seasoning cubes to the meat when I first initially seasoned it and cooked it. So you don't want to put too much seasoning cubes in your food, and plus I think too much of it is not healthy. So if you notice, I had put additional onions, but I had forgotten to hit the record button. I also added at this point my bitter leaf. Notice how I am now adding the fresh cut pepper. The reason I'm doing that is because there is this aroma that it gives to the food, and I normally do it towards the end of the cooking, so it blends with that, the aroma of the onions. Now the soup is done. Look at that. This can go well with cassava fufu, but I'm going to be having it today with gari, only because we do have cassava fufu in Houston, Texas, but I didn't have it at home at the time, so I just utilized what I had, which is gari. It goes well with either of those. I'm washing it down with a bottle of Sprite. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Please look forward to more amazing cooking tutorials. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive those notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Simmering pots, colors alive, gathering friends, see how they thrive, stirring a love with every bite. In Calabar's heart, cooking feels so right. From my kitchen to yours, let's share the cheer. Every recipe brings us together here. Meleki's Calabar, come take a seat. Flavor so rich, make your life sweet. Cooking with love, that's the key. Join the magic, it's where you want to be.